Hello and welcome back to Blind But Blended. My name is Shelly Shelkey, and today we are going to talk some of my favorite summer things, summer routines that I like to do with my makeup. And you know what, girls, even though this isn't a mirrorless makeup tutorial, this is stuff you can do because it's so simple. It's super easy. It's your nice light look. I know I did one a while back, but I'm starting to get tanned. It's starting to get warmer. So I'm changing up my routine again. So that's what's happening today. So let's get this hair out of my way and let's get going. So first off, before I get into the fun stuff, unfortunately, I always have to deal with this. Oh man. Sleep is something that evades me. I don't know why. It's hard. Stress, I guess. Anyway, so let's deal with this. I'm going to use 3 of my demi shades here. This is the Wide Awake collection. And I'm just using the fluffy end of my spot brush. And I'm just going to go into 01. And 01 is orange, which is the opposite of blue. And 1 just means it's like the first level, the lightest level. So it's going to counteract the blue veins that I seem to like to have on my face. This eye is always so awkward, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll just tell you a little bit about these collections while I'm doing this. So this is actually like the Wide Awake collection, and it's pretty much 6 shades that will solve all your eye problems. But honestly, you can use 03 or 01 for age spots, like all of those things. So there's lots of different uses for them, which is great. I don't use all of them all the time, but they're definitely useful. But if you just have 1 or 2 problem areas, you can buy them separately too. So don't worry about that. So I'm just doing 03 now, which is just darker. 01 to 03, again, orange. We're dealing with blues, browns. So a lot of times we're correcting the shade under, not always necessarily. Like if it's brown, a lot of times that's gonna have some blues under there. So, I mean, it sounds complicated, but truly it isn't, I promise, okay? So already that's looking better. Now I'm gonna do a little Y01, which is yellow, orange, 1, level 1, and this is going to help with purples and blues again. So yay me for no sleep. And I'm kind of starting with the most product in that area that kind of like follows that like bone, counteracting any like shadow too, right? Because sometimes you get that shadow look. So that's where I'm putting the most of the product, and then I'm just buffing it out. I mean, they're all kind of in the same family there, the oranges and stuff, so I don't worry too much about getting the exact spot, okay? So this is a really nice little end. It's really tiny. It's harder for me to use. Sometimes I will spot treat like that, but I'm finding that this fluffy end is doing the trick. So that looks a lot better, right? I look wide awake. I'm not looking like I have a ton of makeup on. So yay, we got the crappy stuff out of the way. So let's move on to my favorite things about summer makeup. So this is Shape Brush. It is my new favorite go-to light coverage summer brush, which I mean, generally in the summer, we want the lighter coverage, right? So, and I'm starting to get tanned. So what I've started to do is I'm taking my 2 main shades, Aura and Amber, and I'm just dipping into each. So, I mean, we're not using a lot of product, and we are just going to lightly wash that over our face. Wash, blend, whatever. So, my girls, if you're like, Shelly, I can't do that because I can't see, you totally can. You totally can. And we're still gonna match you to your perfect shades, okay? So I'm just taking my winter shade, my summer shade. I am tapping the fluffy end of the brush into each, and I am washing it all over my face. So this is definitely blind girl friendly as well. You can do this. And if you didn't have to do color correcting under your eyes, just literally take it and just go like right over your eyelids, right over under your eyes. Go ahead, that's totally fine. I'm gonna do one more tap and I'm just gonna bring it a bit down my neck because you know how that goes, right? Your face starts to get darker and then your neck takes a while longer or can stay lighter. Okay, so there we go. That is the shape brush. That is why I love it. It's that simple. We have evened out our skin tone. We've shaded up a bit for summer. It's good. It's all good. It's looking good. Okay, let's move into, actually I'm gonna do bronzer first. Again, this is why I love this brush. It mimics the, kind of mimics the blush and bronzer brush. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this is the blush and bronzer brush. See, so this is the bronzer end. It's a lot bigger, but this does the job, especially because we're just going for light coverage again, right? So I'm just gonna take it, and I have Bella bronzer here in the top corner. I'm just gonna dip it in, just a bit on there, and I am going to tap it first onto the 4 high points of your face. Shelly, what are the high points of your face? Okay, so when you find your cheekbone, remember you're gonna go to the top of your ear, follow down, find your cheekbone. It ends at the outer corner of your eye-ish. Okay, you are just going to literally go right on top of that cheekbone. And you're not gonna overthink it because we're gonna blend it and swirl it in like a tan. You don't just have like a blotch and a line of a tan, right? So we're gonna do the same with the bronzer. As far as the forehead goes, I would say the high point is literally just like middle to upper part of the forehead. Again, I don't want you to overthink it because it's all gonna blend in together. It's still cream like our other stuff, so it's good. And this brush, this is a light coverage brush, so it's not picking up crazy amounts of product. So it's not gonna be like, oh, what the heck, you know, you all of a sudden look like you're a different nationality. No, you're not gonna look like that, okay? So again, I'm just gonna tap it in to my bronzer. I'm on the other cheek now, and I just found that high points of my cheekbone. Tap it in couple more times, and we're going to do the other side of the forehead. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, that'd be your forehead above each eyebrow, and then 3, 4, your 2 cheekbones. Okay, and then we're just gonna fluff it around, swirl it around. Go ahead, you can take it right across your forehead because we've already placed it, so that's fine. And this brush is just lovely. It's beautiful, it swirls, it blends, and look it, we're just getting this glow. It's cream, so it's all blending in together. But like you literally, I feel like you can't screw this up. Like this brush, especially if you're one of my girls with low vision that have been using different brushes, and you know, maybe you're still using the finger method and applying, and you're like, okay, I want to get into using a brush. This is a great option because again, it just picks up the smallest amount of coverage, so you don't have to worry about over applying. Okay, there we go. So that is the second thing about summer that I love, is that bronzer shape brush. Number 2. Okay, let's go 3. No, this isn't the third thing, but I like it anyways. Okay, so this is just, you don't have to do this step. This is just the brightening highlight step. I'm not adding a lot. I'm using the other end of the shape brush. It is really fluffy, light. It's not dense at all. So I'm just getting that lightest amount of coverage because I do still like to have that brightening highlight. Okay, so it goes in between our eyebrows up. We're gonna feather it like at top of a tree. We're gonna feather it up, go down our nose, Cupid's bow a little bit on the chin, and then we're gonna go out of the corner of our eye, up at a diagonal towards the hairline. Okay, so again, you're probably like, Shelly, you're blending so much. Yeah, that's what I do. I overblend. That's okay. Doesn't matter. You can't screw this up. Okay, then you can even take what's left on your brush and you can take that under your eye. Okay, that's fine. And if you want, just take a tiny amount and do that inner corner kind of under the eye-ish, along the nose there, just brightening up. So we're just bringing light to those places. Now you don't have to do this step for the summer, but again, I do like this step, but you don't have to at all. I mean, sometimes it just depends on my mood, right? So, but today I am in a brightening highlight mood, and this brush just makes everything fast. It makes it fast, it's easy, it's efficient, and it's just, you, like I said a million times, you can't screw this up. Okay, next summer shade that I love is Summer Love. It just looks like Summer Love, right? It's so pretty. So I'm going to apply it with my finger. All right, we're gonna find the end of our cheekbone with our ring finger on the right side there. And you're just gonna start tapping, and we're just gonna follow that cheekbone up. Okay, and if you want a little more shade, go ahead and add a little more. All right, we're gonna blend it after. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, except I'm gonna find the end of my cheekbone with my pointer finger this time. It's on my middle finger, and I am going to tap up, following my cheekbone. If you're like, Shelly, where's my cheekbone? I don't have a cheekbone. Yes, you do. I want you to stop for a minute, find your cheekbone, okay? Find the top of your ears, just focus, and then follow that down, okay? So we put the bronzer right on the cheekbone there, and we're just going right above it, right at the top of the cheekbone. If you can picture your cheekbone as like a, I don't know, like if you could picture your cheekbone as though it has a top, a middle, and a bottom, or a top side and a bottom, you know, the middle part is kind of where we want our bronzer, the top is where we want our cheek shade, and then hugging the bottom would be where we put contour. But if you notice, I didn't even do contour because it's summer. I don't care about contour. I've got these gorgeous bronze cheeks. If you want to add contour, you can, but I don't want to. That's not part of my favorite summer look. So I literally, honestly, I probably haven't done contour in a month at least. Okay, so you've got your cheek shade on. I want you to grab that brush again. You're gonna take the fluffy end, and then you're just going to blend it out. And Summer Love, again, is just this beautiful shade of pink. Like, it just, I don't know, it's just summer. It's not crazy bright, it's not too muted. It literally just sounds like Summer Love, like just what you would picture it. So we're just gonna use the fluffy end. We're just gonna swirl and blend. You know, you're gonna bring it up. You can even pull it up onto that temple there a bit. It's just all working with facelift. Okay. And like I said, there's nothing crazy about this shade, so it's just going to blend in really nicely. Don't stress about it. Then let's add, let's add a bit to our lips. Okay. See, it's just pretty. Like, and literally, do I look like I'm wearing tons of makeup? No. It's just a really nice, easy summer look glow. And if you wanted to, you can dip your fluffy end back into that brightening highlight and just go under the cheekbone there. If you want to just brighten that up, it's a fun way to kind of give yourself like a faux facelift. Just fun little tips. You don't have to do them. They're just fun. And that's the nice thing about this makeup, is it can just become your own once you get used to it and you know where things go. It's good. It's easy. And I'm gonna add, like, this shirt doesn't really matter with, like, you're not gonna see a bunch of my chest, but I'm just gonna add a bit of bronzer to my neck, just so you don't forget. I often forget, but my neck isn't like way different color, so it just depends on who you are. But you know, it doesn't hurt to bring the bronzer down, and if your shirt was lower, you can bring it right down, okay? Okay, look at that. We're looking really good. We're looking summery. We're glowing. Now we have to add the final glow, which is my next favorite thing for summer. This is our balm. It's so lovely and it's awesome for mature skin. If you're worried about like stuff settling in, like our illuminators and stuff and settling into fine lines, this is so nice. It's just creamy and buttery, and I'm going to go right above my Summer Love there along the cheekbone, and it just adds that dewy healthy look. And you know, when our skin isn't dry, it looks healthier. Okay, so you can just kind of buff it out even with your finger. I like to take it down my nose, down the center of my nose. You can even do the Cupid's bow. Now, another fun thing is you can take the balm and put it on top of that cheek shade. I think Summer Love is a matte, so it just made it look balmy. That's so pretty, right? Again, like it's just, you're not gonna be like, oh my God, she's got so much makeup on, but it's just looking very glowy, ready for summer, and it's easy and it's simple. It's so easy and simple, okay? Last, I'm just going to take a bit of this Crush, which is like your warm brown with some pinks in it. And don't forget, we kind of primed our lids with what was on our brush. So I'm literally just using my finger, and I'm just going to add that to my lids. And no, you don't have to have eyeshadow, like that's fine, but I don't know, sometimes it's just fun. If you're a girl that likes her shimmer and all of that good stuff, then it's easy. It really takes zero talent to do what I just did, putting my finger in the shimmer, then adding it to my eyelids. And I mean, you could even take a little bit and you could add it right on top of that balm if you wanted to catch a little shimmer. Okay, so that's, I mean, I'm happy with that look. You know, we evened out the skin tone. We bronzed. We've got this pretty cheek glow with Summer Love. I did the brightening highlight. You don't have to. That's okay. These are just my favorite summer things that I like to do. And I'm going to add my mascara. Not going to make you watch that because that's just painful. And then I'll be right back. I will say though, I am using this Ilia little Sephora mascara. I've been trying different mascaras because I know for us blind girls, mascaras can be tough. So I have been trying small ones, and I actually am really loving this one. So I'm going to apply it, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my mascara, and I mean, I really like that mascara. So I will be doing like a little review video on a few of them, so stay tuned for that. But again, look at that. That's the look. I don't got crazy amounts of makeup on. It's just glowing. It's light. I literally don't feel it. It was just a few products, and I mean, the longevity of these products, especially when we're using these brushes in the summer, it lasts for forever. So if you would like to set up something like this that's just easy, and you're like the natural kind of girl, even if you're the natural kind of girl all year long, that's fine. Take the same concepts. We're going to use the same brush, okay? So if you're interested in that, let me know. You can comment. You can fill out the color match, which I will include in the link. Yeah, or just let me know what you think. If you're a blind girl and you need some tips and I haven't touched on them yet, let me know, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. So thanks for watching, like and share, and have a really great day.